battle has just begun!
Hello, friends, to another edition of the super exciting and very sexy RobotnikIsSexy show. This battle tonight is another one featuring this really fun Trick Room team. Now, if there's any strategy in the Pokemon game that I like the most, it's definitely Trick Room. Been using it since Diamond and Pearl days on Wi-Fi. And just when people say that these new Pokemon were basically made for Trick Room, they're pretty much correct. Like, just Chronometer and Golisopod are just they're fucking great. And of course Magearna is good. My opponent is a passerby who is presenting me a pretty promising looking team out of a mixed up grab bag of tears, not unlike my team. I think my team is technically OU because we got Magearna, who's broken as fuck, and it's definitely OU. And I think Cresselia is BL. I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, so this is a fun match. Let's get on into it, boy. Oh shit. There we go, turn up that volume. Crank up the volume! Okay, I'm gonna lead with Dragalge. He's gonna lead with Toxapex. This is pretty much fucking great for me. Don't have a problem. Going for choice specs, Draco Meteor. I know Toxapex is slower than Dragalge, so that is a fun first turn. I almost knock it out with that Draco Meteor hit. As he just goes for Toxic Spikes, and I got a grounded poison type, so I'm like, I got a Levitator and a Steel type to pivot to, so I don't have a problem at all with that. So I just got a free massive hit on one of his biggest threats for sure. And I'm going for another one. He's just gonna have to take another one. And it almost knocks out Espeon. Because Dragalge, choice specs adaptability, Dragalge just does not fuck around. I don't have Trick Room up, so I'm definitely going to go into Magearna here. A very, very safe Trick Room setter, especially if you're running the defensive set with leftovers, like I am. It's helped me out more times than I can remember. But max special attack set is very good too. I think they're equally good, honestly. I just absorbed that Psyshock like it's nothing, go for a Trick Room, and then he goes out to his Mimikyu, and I'm like, okay, this is great. I just Volt Switch. I think he does have something for Volt Switch, but I think I'd go for it anyway. Let's see, he's gonna switch out his Mimikyu for some reason, and go into this guy, and I Volt Switch on this fella here, and pass 4 beautiful turns, or I guess it would be really 3 turns. No, it's 4. I think it's 4 turns. You know, pass some turns of Trick Room to this monster that is Dragalge. And what set are you? I don't see leftovers. Are you Assault Vest? I think you're dead, actually, Gudra. I think you're gone. Goodbye. And Puff the Magic Dragon. He's gone. He's climbed the mountain. So he's gonna go into Lucario here. As, yeah, Dragalge is so good, I definitely don't want to, you know, take unnecessary damage as he reveals his Lucario to be special attacking, which is pretty cool. And I get a special defense drop, which kind of sucks. So I think what I decided to do here is, yeah, Volt Switch on out, go into Claydol, and try to get some Trick Room up. Maybe go for a Stealth Rock. I'm not really that afraid of Espeon, especially because I think I can just kill Espeon with a couple Rapid Spins. Like, I don't know, maybe 4 Rapid Spins, but yeah, I would stay in for that. Yeah, so I'm going to go into Claydol here. He does a lot of damage with Flash Cannon. And then he shows me Dark Pulse. I kind of spaced on the fact that Lucario gets Dark Pulse. And I'm going to get flinched by Dark Pulse, so I don't get any Trick Room this turn. And that really sucks. And I don't have anything on my team that wants to take a Dark Pulse, so I'm going to lose Claydol. So that really, really sucks. Claydol is a real trooper. He's one of the best. He does his work, and he does it well. And he just keeps to his own business. He's a fantastic stand-up guy. We're going to go to Golisopod here. As seen in the previous battle, Golisopod's defense is over 9,000, so, you know, throw your Dark Pulse at me. It doesn't even bring me down to the ability Emergency Exit, as I just finish him off with a, you know, good old Aqua Jet. So Golisopod, Golisopod just ties up all the loose ends that this team has. It also targets, like, Dark and Psychic types really, really well. Who threaten the rest of my team. So it's just a really, really nice, snug fit. So I'm going to go to Crest here as he has a shiny Serena here, which is nice. Purple, I like it. Named Barry. That's an appropriate nickname. Great nickname. I'm going to go for Trick Room. I go Trick Room, and then I'm going to go Toxic on this guy, because Mimikyu, for some reason, like every other battle, there's a guy using Scrub Mimikyu. Now, Mimikyu is a pretty decent Pokemon, to be fair, but you really have to run Shadow Claw on it in order for it to become, like, really, really decent, because then you can Shadow Claw and then finish off with Sneak and just get some pretty unbelievable kills. But I feel like a lot of Scrub Mimikyu just run Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, Sword Dance, and like Will-O-Wisp or something, or just a placeholder move, which I've been guilty of doing that before myself, but just looking at Mimikyu, you really need Shadow Claw to do well. But anyway, I'm talking over what I just did. I guess I did say what I was doing. I Toxic the Mimikyu, the Trick Room is up, and now I'm just gonna Lunar Dance and heal Magearna a little bit, which is nice. Because I mean, I didn't lose that much health, but it's a free switch, and it heals Magearna. And now I can definitely break his disguise. And I have a lot of Pokemon to take on Mimikyu. Although I don't really want to bring Crabominable in case he goes for a Play Rough. Which leads me to going to Golisopod again. As he goes Sword Dance, and I just laugh out loud. I'm like, Sword Dance, what are you doing? What are you doing? I probably could have, okay, I go First Impression. I forgot that this typing, I think a Quad Resist bug, because Ghost resists bug as well as Fairy. So I just forgot First Impression wasn't really that good, but it knocks me down to Emergency Exit, which allows me to get Magearna out again. Now, he has a lot of stat boosts, so it is, you know, if he crits me, shit is gonna be not so good, but he does not crit me, and I take that Shadow Sneak pretty impressively well. So, the next turn is basically like the craziest amount of boosting I've ever seen in a Pokemon game, period. So he's gonna kill himself from Life Orb with one last Shadow Sneak. As I just get up the Trick Room. I get the Soul Heart boost, even though I didn't lay a finger on him, because Magearna is balanced and totally not OP. And then I get up Trick Room, and then I get some health back with leftovers. Magearna's just fucking, it's just a big, Magearna's showing off, like, really. Magearna is Magearna. So, this guy's in here, I have the special attack boost, so I might as well go for game, go for Flash Cannon here. And, this turn right here is pretty much why Serena is underused. It goes for the high jump kick, and, it doesn't kill. Now Serena is a really tragic case, because I feel like if it was part fighting, or even part fairy, to make use of its Play Rough coverage, it would be a much better Pokemon. Like, grass fighting isn't that bad. Actually, I have quite a lot of grass-fighting Pokemon, but anyway. He doesn't want to lose his Serena quite yet, so he's gonna go into his Toxapex, and this allows him to potentially get more regenerator health, blah 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 blah, whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna Volt Switch on you. It actually stays in for a recover, as with Trick Room up, Toxapex is the fastest thing around. So I'm gonna Volt Switch. It does a really nice chunk of damage, and we're gonna finally see Crabominable enter the ring. Crabominable, the Trump voter, he's here. He's America first, and everybody else can suck a fat one. As he's just gonna spam recover, and I'm gonna go for that Choice Band Earthquake. As it does a really respectable amount of damage, almost knocks it out. Does almost as much as the Specs, Draco Meteor from turn 1 earlier, which is pretty horrifying, pretty goddamn horrifying. So, yeah, this Pokemon's strength is pretty fucking cool. I mean, he could have gone into Serena, but I'm pretty sure a Bandage Earthquake would have knocked it out. Maybe it would have survived. It might have survived. If I had Stealth Rocks up, it definitely would have knocked it out. But I haven't gotten a chance to get Stealth Rocks up quite yet. So Streeter's in here. I don't want to eat a Trop Kick. He actually goes for Play Rough. Since my ability is activated, I'm safe to just throw this guy in and fodder it, basically. And for some reason, he's going Play Rough. Trop Kick would have knocked me out. 2 Trop Kicks would have knocked me out because it's Stab. And, I don't know. He goofed up. He's a goofer-upper. Kind of like when I went that bug move on Mimikyu, but that worked out. So, because my defense is 9,000 and it's non-stab Play Rough, it basically rolls off my armored back, and I'm good to go. Last Pokemon is Espeon. That is hilarious. We just take you down with an Aqua Jet, as I take myself down with Recoil. So that was a pretty fun battle. Trick Room, a much slower paced battle than the other Trick Room battle. He had a lot of Pokemon that I couldn't just, you know, click close combat and win, or Ice Hammer. Actually, Ice Hammer probably would have. Oh yeah, but anyway, this is the battle. We're using Dialga Stylus, because I lost my Stylus. Dialga Stylus from Pearl Days, that's the pre-order you got from GameStop, guys. That's how old I am, so that's cool. If you enjoyed the video, comment, like, subscribe. It helps the channel, it helps me, and stuff, so it's great. Bye-bye!